Next month is going to be a busy old month in the World of Marvel Contest of Champions. You better buckle up and get prepared, because if you thought this month might be a bit stressful, all the things to do, get a load of what's happening next month. The Rebirth Event. The Rebirth Event is kind of like the reunion event, Legends event, where you get a load of things associated with feeling good, warm and fuzzy in the World of Marvel Contest of Champions. Whether it's honouring those of the past that have triumphed so gratefully in things like Battle Round Brawl, right the way through to things that are in the game but repackaged in a different way, the greatest hits but with new kinds of content. That's the Crucible. Well, you've got all this and more in the Rebirth Event. Following on from much normal questions like where do babies come from and why is that content in the game, I didn't want it, comes a mini Crucible type game mode. There's going to be the Act 8 Crucible. So like a little kind of like quest with nodes that you can swap out champions in theory. And then there's going to be champions you use, whatever you choose. The best options are normally the best. We'll find out what those are and we'll recommend some stuff later on in the coming weeks. But these drop at different times. You can see like this mini Crucible drops on August 13th. It's also the source of Mysterium. Whoa. Mysterium girl, where the heck is all the Mysterium? Last month we asked that question, and this month we get a similar type of answer, where people will rock up, I think in the first week of any kind of side quest for August and go, where's the extra Mysterium? You promised us Mysterium, Kabam. You lied to us, Kabam. Kabam, why are you so Kabam? I'm going to stop with these kind of sarcastic, weird remarks and just get right to the point of things like, yes, Mysterium there. Yes, 3-star defenders. Yes, use 2 stars against some of these champions you see right here, like Glycan, Sa'as Tits. We've got annoyingly extendable fight that needs to be exited earlier. And that one there, the memorable one, the one that I can't remember. That's Behemoth. That is... Oh, Act 8 bosses. So memorable. So fun. Anyway, so you get to do on August 13th 2 types of Crucibles, whether you do the normal difficulty, the legendary difficulty, or the mini Crucible. And that may be advisable if you want to refresh yourself in your knowledge of the champions and the rotations. You might opt for playing some of those lower ones. I just hope, and I use the word hope with Kabam, that they've just looked at the AI around these champions, at the bosses that is, and just make sure that they're fine and they're in tune and the fights aren't broken, because a lot of these fights aren't great, to be honest, on access around AI rotations and the natural flow of the battle. So we all have to go with hope. Rebirth tokens, I think, are going to play a big factor into this, especially because you get to choose a champion. The more Rebirth tokens I can imagine that you can acquire and have, of course, the 7-star access is what you want to get. And the champions you'll get to choose will be these ones. You've got Anti-Venom, Nightthrasher, Sabretooth, Cull, Obsidian, Dr. Voodoo, and Vision. All of them will have some kind of unique element to their changes, which we're going to go over right now. Kabam have tipped that Cull Obsidian is going to be a sought-after champion, indicating that 3 persistent charges in Battlegrounds and Alliance war fights is enough kind of like decency to start off with, and removing the mission 3 of 95% health threshold requirement is good. It kind of just flows your champion rotation with Cull Obsidian better. Thanos Favor on hit pause duration from 1 to 2.5 seconds, giving you a greater window. And then with 3 of the 5 stacks, 3 Thanos Favors buffs now provide true accuracy and 5 grants critical damage rating, which is nice. And then we get the armor break and armor break pausing, which again, helpful, do more damage, hopefully. Dr. Voodoo, which is one champion I personally loved right at the very start point of when he was introduced in game and held his own for a little while. And then, of course, fell off when it came to like metas and stuff like that. I'm looking for Spirit Venom increasing damage. I'm also looking to access to lower buffs a little bit more consistently as well. There might be some fun rotations, especially with the reworked SP2. Independent 65% chance to nullify a lower and either gain a buff or inflict a debuff based on a combo. So if it was even, Voodoo attacks gain a 50% chance to steal 2% of the opponent's max power, gaining 10% of the power stolen, which is nice for power control. And then a power dissolve debuff for 10 seconds, which is something that I want to kind of play about with a bit more. And you've got anti-venom, and you've got Nightthrasher, you've got Sabretooth. These changes here, like without me going into kind of like greater detail on this stuff, it's all about damage. Let's face it. Utility is utility. Damage is damn most important, isn't it? So we want to find out that they're doing a bit more. But with attack SP2 of Nightthrasher having a precision potency improvement with an increase of that, and also precision duration and critical damage rating provided by each unique debuff, providing you can keep debuffs on consistently and the gadget debuffs, of course, then that's going to be very nice for a lot of players. With an improvement to elements of regeneration, with Fury buff conversion and sustainability and survivability, this is going to be a really interesting champion around either. Would you put the champion in defense if he's going to be regenning a lot more? A lot of questions still to be asked about it. And the same thing with Viv Vision, whether you like Viv Vision or not. SP3 Fury is no longer subject to ability accuracy. The same thing with solar energy charges is no longer subject to ability accuracy. I suppose it gives them more of a fluid motion of getting to like damage potential quicker without kind of like going over weird buzzwords with it. So with great news around champion buffs or kind of rebalances or reworks, slight reworks, they're kind of not full reworks, they're just slight reworks. There is obviously going to be some other stuff going on, like there's going to be a mini realm event with some titles. I'd love to know what was actually going to be in the rewards for the Crucible Quest realm event, which I can imagine just scales of like helpful things like, well, we know here, Rebirth token. Yep, it includes a rebirth token and a variety of rewards. Well, I like a variety of rewards. What are a variety of rewards then? It's not like a variety showcase, isn't it? Was it like the royal? It's like a royal variety show in the UK. Like bit of a comedian rewards here, bit of like singing rewards there, bit of like trapeze artist there. Anyway, Relic Alliance event. I think this is going to be a little bit scary, but also a little bit good at the same time. Well, why scary? What's so scary about it? Well, because there are rank rewards in the Alliance with the most contribute base point system, it probably will mean there's some spending elements to this, like buying. I'm 99% sure, right? There will be a spending deal and unit crystal based things to buy, the same way that we do have like uncollected. No, it's uncollected. It's the other one. It's like Thronebreaker relic crystals in game. I can imagine it's going to be a stat cast version. That's my hunch with that one. I hope I'm wrong, because again, it kind of like goes, if I'm right, then it goes into something that could be a bit of a pain point to go, well, are we spending units on this one? Are we trying to push? What are the rewards as well? Is it worth pushing? So there's going to be further questions, I think, to all of this. But at least there's a little bit of reprieve, and good times are ahead because you've got Hero Shard Arenas for those that would care about that. I'm only interested if they've got units in it. Other than that, it could be a bit of a time sink, especially if we go into a new Battlegrounds season. Not next week, but the week after, which annoyingly starts right as all this stuff drops. Oh, here's the 13th of August? Yes, the 13th of August. 13th of August drops. Oh, there's a new Battleground season. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. So, yeah. There's an arena solo event as well. Hopefully there's some free units in that one. There is units, it said there. And as well as some other calendars and clogging crystals, which is this 7-hour one, which I love. It's one of my favorite. That's going to be very helpful, and especially they're buffed. We'll figure out and find out how much they've been buffed since the Reunion Crystal replaced the Legends Crystal when the crystal drops on the 20th, I think it is, of or whenever it drops. We'll find out and we'll look over it. But that's been the Rebirth event. What tickles your fancy from the event itself? Let me know in the comments. I am off skis, and I'll see you all tomorrow and Sunday for a lot of coverage around some fun things in the world of MCOC, including updates on the Summoners Fest Realm event thingamajob. Mr. Knight abilities have been revealed by Kabam. We'll look into kits and also game footage as well, and much, much more.